In this video we will discuss how you can prepare yourself for a job interview in English. We all want to make a good impression to get the job, and at the same time we have to avoid getting so anxious that we say or do the wrong thing. If you have to face the interview in English, then preparation is fundamental. Interviewer typically wants to know who you are and whether or not you are appropriate for the position and for the company in general. So prepare accordingly. सबसे पहले तो कंपनी या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में कंप्लीट रिसर्च कर लें. Then write down the answers for common interview questions and practice speaking as if you are sitting in front of the interviewer. This will help you get rid of your nervousness जब आप एक्चुअल इंटरव्यू में होंगे. अपने स्पीच एंड सेंटेंसेस की क्लैरिटी पर ध्यान दें, एंड प्लीज आंसर्स को याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, वरना आप फेक लगेंगे. अगर कोई सवाल समझ ना आए तो उससे दोबारा पूछने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Take your time to decide how to answer and be ready to give examples that refer to your past, your training and your previous work experience. Here are some of the most common job interview questions in English. First question. Tell me about yourself. A very important and common question किसी भी फील्ड के इंटरव्यू के लिए. इसका आंसर कभी भी myself राहुल कुमार से स्टार्ट मत करना. You should sound smart and confident throughout your interview. Keep your answers short and impactful. Begin your sentence with, I am Rahul Kumar. I am a mechanical engineer. I have graduated from the University of Telangana and worked for 4 years with XYZ company as a senior engineer. I have also worked as junior engineer at ABC company for 2 years after my placement from the college. You can save the rest details for your next questions. Next question. Why are you interested in this job? For most people, the real reason is obviously more money. But of course हम ये इंटरव्यू में तो बोल नहीं सकते. By asking this question, companies want to test whether you understand what your role will be in the company and how you can grow in that company. Frame your answer in such a way that it shows your enthusiasm to join the company. You can start with, I have enjoyed the past 4 years with my current employer, but I am ready to work in a role that requires more leadership. I believe I have gained good experience and knowledge throughout the year. I am ready to put that to work in a new and more challenging role. I also noticed that you offer further training opportunities, which is something I would be interested in. I am ambitious, so I was really excited to see that there is a clear path to progression within this company. With your answer, make the interviewer believe that you really want to work for that company. Next question. What are your strengths and weaknesses? By having a good understanding of your strengths and weaknesses, you can demonstrate your self-awareness, your ability to improve, and your fit for the position. When you are talking about your strengths, make sure that all of the strengths you list are relevant to the job you are applying for. Emphasize how your strengths can benefit the company. For example, creativity is one of my biggest strengths and I think it will help me create more successful and engaging advertising campaigns for your products. Next, talk about your weakness in a way that shows self-awareness and the willingness to learn. Talk about a genuine weakness, but avoid mentioning a weakness that's critical to the job or that's too personal. For example, I used to struggle with sharing my ideas in group settings and speaking up during team meetings due to my introverted nature. However, I have since recognized the importance of participating and have been actively working to improve in this area. When interviewers ask the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? They are looking to gain insight into your long-term goals, career aspirations and whether or not your personal values align with the company. Not only that, but they also want to know that you plan to stick around for the long term and that you'll remain committed. For example, I see myself in a leadership position, helping to lead and develop a productive and successful team. I believe I'm uniquely positioned for this career path. I've consistently met or exceeded sales goals in every position I've held. I would also like to continue developing soft skills and technical skills by taking on additional training opportunities. I think that being in a management position will give me the opportunity to do both of these things. Why do you want to leave your current job? This is a tricky question to answer. Remember, the golden rule of interviews is to seem like a great employer. If you are changing jobs because you clash with your boss, now is not the time to mention it. Try to keep it positive and focus on what you are excited to do in your new job, rather than listing negatives about your current one. One sample answer could be, my current role doesn't use all of my skills. This one seems like it will be more fulfilling for me. As an interview draws to a close, it's likely that the interviewer will ask, do you have any questions for me? Even though coming up with questions can be tricky, it's always better to respond with a question than to politely decline. Otherwise, you could leave interviewers with the impression that you're not engaged with the conversation, or that you're not interested enough in the position to jump at the opportunity to learn more. You can also ask questions that'll help you find out more information about the company's goals and the role at hand. Questions could include: can you share more about the day-to-day responsibilities of this role? How would you describe the pace of a typical day? Or, if I were hired for this role, what would you want me to achieve in my first 2 months? As the interview comes to a close, look for ways to show that you are a strong candidate and that you are interested in the position. That opportunity may very well arrive at the moment when you are asked if you have any questions for the interviewer. You'll also want to thank the interviewer for taking the time to meet. It's very typical to shake hands, too. If it's clear that the interviewer is in a hurry, don't linger too long. We hope that these tips will surely help you in your future interviews. Subscribe our channel for more such tips and updates.